So let's get caught up. We are reading Blood Raining Nights, and the link is pinned in the Not Safe for Work text chat. In the last episode, we met our protagonist,
Reicheru Ketsuekineko-oni.
She had a sex dream. She had a sex dream about getting raped by Inuyasha. Is that right?
I thought it was getting railed by Inuyasha.
So this is what I've been missing.
Getting raped by our
pretty uneventful so far.
She is also dating Denmark. Now you might be confused in thinking that this is in fact the humanized Denmark as seen in Hitalia, but I find it more hilarious to imagine it being the actual landmass of Denmark that she is in fact dating.
She is just a titan standing above her.
Anyway, Chapter 6 of Blood Raining Nights. The Power Withinning. The Power Withing? The Power Withing.
The Power Withing.
Powers that be.
Okay. Reicheru woke up in the hospital bed after having cut herself a lot. There was bandages on her arms and legs. Her brown and turquoise hair was sweaty and messy. She was wearing her sleep clothes.
Knees weak,
a red and black top with black pants that had antique writings on them that meant something in demonic tongue. The sheets were soaked with blood and pain. She couldn't remember what happened the night before. She just remembered hating her father. Where's Danny-kun? Yeah, I need to find my Danny-kun. She rolled over in the hospital gurney, scared and alone.
Choke you.
Denmark must have fallen asleep somewhere in the lobby. Damn it, she hissed. Now I'm all alone and in pain. Fear not, dear. Yuki came floating down the ceiling on angel wings. I am here for you. Oh, half-sister Yuki, I missed you so much. How have you been? Reicheru asked. I'm all right, dear, but I am more worried about you. Do you remember what happened? Yuki smoothed out Rei's hair. I remember nothing but being scared and thinking about my father and Inuyasha. I had a wonderful dream that we were having sex in my mouse on my bed.
In the mouth? What? Huh? Is this what they do in fantasy?
So was she having sex with both Inuyasha and her father in this dream?
Oh.
Maybe Inuyasha is her father, and we just never knew.
Like a PC mouse? Gaming mouse?
Dead mouse.
Rachel remembered everything that night, but she didn't remember everything she had thought she remembered it.
Wait,
what is that? Rachel remembered everything that night, but she didn't remember everything she had thought she remembered it.
So she remembered nothing.
Who wrote this?
So maybe she remembered everything, she just didn't remember it correctly?
I cut myself because I was thinking about my father. No, said Yuki. You cut yourself because you had sex with Inuyasha. It wasn't a dream. Denmark came in and started yelling at you. Then you took those pills and they made you forget everything that really happened. Oh God, no. Poor Danny-kun. He must be scared. Whatever will you do, Yuki? They held hands and Reicheru cried into Yuki's arm. That's a weird angle.
Hey, Yug!
At that point, Inuyasha came into the hospital to check on Reicheru. He was holding flowers. I hope you're okay, Rei-kun. After last night, are you okay? He wanted to hold her so bad, but he didn't because he thought it wouldn't be right. I'm fine. I'm sorry I got us in trouble. I should have said no, but you needed me. Reicheru, I don't know what I would do without you. You're the only woman I can love. No! She's mine! Denmark busted into the room with bigger, better flowers. You rat! You rat! Devil, I hope Sesshomaru kills you and sucks your blood dry. Just because I care about her? Inuyasha crossed his arms in displeasure. Dude, you fucked his girlfriend. Their eyes met, and it was like suffocating ice. Everyone in the room could feel the tension between the two. No! Because I love her! She loves me first. She loved me first, and she shall love me last. He threw the flowers at Reicheru. You need to pick between me and Inuyasha. Who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love?
You
At this
love
point, the
me.
villain did nothing wrong.
They both stormed out of the room like thunder and lightning brothers that were fighting. They don't get it. I love both of them, but my heart can only contain one man in my life. She looked at Yuki, teary-eyed. Don't worry, Rei-chan. Everything will be all right. You are the most brightest and strongest person I know. No one can bring you down, Rei. I think I need to take a drink, Yuki. Give me some sake, please. I can't do that, Rei. Yuki looked at the sake anyway. Took the sake away from her. Why not? My life is very stressful. She poured and crossed her arms. Hun, there is something you should know. Yuki put her hand on Rei's stomach. You are carrying Inuyasha's child. I'm the mother of his child.
Get the coat hanger.
King.
Oh, Christ, man.
All right. Would you like to take this one, Twilight?
It was the
Come
day of
on
the
in.
baby shower, and everything was perfect.
Oh, wow. We are fucking
Yuki,
jumping.
Inuyasha,
This is like the Twilight books. Worse, somehow.
Yuki, Inuyasha, Kikyo, Joken, and Korra surrounded Reicheru. Thank you for coming, everyone. I'm so happy you're
Oh.
here. Especially you, Inuyasha. Reicheru smiled. Yes, I had ought fight my emotions, but I felt like I needed to come, even though you've only been a little bit pregnant for a few days. Ding dong! The doorbell rang and Inuyasha answered it. It was Rin and Shippo. They were 18 and in love with each other. Rin wore a red rose dress and Shippo wore her cute yellow dress. Ever since Sesshomaru turned evil, Rin decided she'd rather be in love with a girl than him, so she started dating Shippo.
Wait, isn't Shippo a boy?
Yeah, I always thought
That's-
Shippo was a dude.
What?
If
Hey,
it was-
hey, don't
It's been a
misgender
while
Shippo.
since I've seen Inuyasha, but I'm pretty sure I remember that right.
Yep, Shippo's a dude.
Oh look, it's Rin and Shippo, Inuyasha hugged them. How's my favorite Nias? Great, Uncle Inu-sama.
What?
Shippo jumped into his arms and he twirled her around. Hello, Rei. You look so lovely, even though you're pregnant.
Whoa!
Says that.
You are not supposed
You're
to
gonna
just
have to-
say that. You're supposed to think it.
Exactly, Media. Thank you.
Like, I don't even know that many
That's
women
the
that
trouble.
look bad when they're pregnant. They look pregnant. What?
A condition?
It's not like a negative. I'm not
I know what
using
he
the
means.
negative connotation. It's just a state of being.
It's just
Yeah,
a
yeah,
status effect.
It's a status of.
That's an issue.
I mean,
I mean,
you
if
joke,
you-
but I have played games where that is a status effect.
Oh my god.
I mean, if my inner life has taught us anything, being pregnant makes you stronger or something.
Oh lord.
I think my mind just blanked that out.
Well, keep going.
I feel a
Thought
little
you-
bit like a mess, and Denmark didn't come because he's still angry, Reicheru sighed.
Wait,
I can still feel the power within you. Korra rubbed Rei's belly. This baby is growing stronger every day, and I want to be its godmother. Of course you can be its godmother, next to Yuki, of course. It suits you guys because you're both Angles. In the meanwhile, the Shomaru laughed wickedly. Those stupid people, he said. They don't know what's going to hit them. I have them wrapped around my little fingers, and they'll with they weren't. He had Kagome strapped to a pole with her mouth tied and wearing nothing but bandage wraps. She was bleeding furiously and non-stop. He had sunken his teeth into her and drank out a part of her life. She wondered when she'd ever get any help. Inuyasha had been so busy with Reicheru that she thought that he didn't care about her anymore. You stupid bitch, says Shomaru snickers. You can't get away, and no one gives a crap about you, so no one will save you. You just wait, she cried. Inuyasha will come save me! Inuyasha! Back at the party, Reicheru was opening gifts for her baby. She was opening the gift from Shippo and Rin. Oh, thank you, she said. It's a heart-shaped necklace with a picture holder in it. Yes, and you get one too. You can put pictures of your baby in it once it's born. It's so sad, Reicheru thought. My mother never gave me a necklace like this when I was a baby. I think I know what to name the baby, the Reicheru said. I'll name it Tenshikuzu, which means angel dust in Japanese. It's
Oh,
inspired
no.
by her 2 godmothers. Oh,
dear.
thank you! Cora clapped her hands together and hugged the Reicheru.
That's impressive.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, thank you, Yuki smiled, her beautiful smile like fresh new snow. Suddenly, Sashomaru burst through the window and kidnapped Yuki. No! Screamed Reicheru. You will never hurt me again! You will have to fight me! She picked up a knife and threw it at
Flange her for
Sashomaru,
cocaine.
barely scraping his cheek. Kill all of them! Suddenly, the room went black, and everyone screamed in terror. Black mist surrounded them, and a terrible creature started slaughtering people. When the mist went away, the only person that was dead was Joken. His eyes were closed and blood was oozing from fang marks on his neck. One of Sashomaru's minions must have done this. Rin picked up Joken's lifeless body and cradled it. Cora, why didn't you protect us? Reicheru looked at her like a raggedy doll. I don't know what happened, Cora cried. Everything was all out of my control. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you and your half-sister.
Well, at least this fic gets Cora right. She can't do shit.
She sucks.
You're an angel, Cora. You're supposed to protect people.
I'm a
You
what?
just haven't
Wait,
found
what?
your strength yet, unless you were wrong. No, Cora stood up. I am an Agle. I'm not crazy. That's right, everyone. Now you know my secret. I am part Agle.
I'm
Did
an
they
angel.
have an
You
angel?
say I'm a cute.
Yes,
I think
she writes it
my
wrong,
mind is.
though.
I think my mind is trying to kill itself.
Let it.
Everyone except Reicheru gasped. I can control light and I can cure people of disease, but I can't bloodbend. Reicheru has that gift, though. Reicheru cupped her hand over her mouth. You're right, I can, can't I? She boldly stood up and went to Joken's body. She concentrated her energy on the blood on the floor and bended it back into his body, bringing him back to life. I
to
didn't
give
know
him
I
rigor
could do
mortis.
this, she said.
She gave him several different diseases that undiscovered by modern medicine.
It's your gift, Cora explained. You can bring the dead back to life. No one else can do that. It's very rare and prized. I know what I must do, Reicheru stood up. I can bring Kagome back to being normal. I am part vampire with blood-bending powers. I can reverse the curse. Inuyasha looked at her. I must go too, for you and the baby. All right, then. She smiled at him with her golden cat eyes. I knew I could count on you. Chapter 8.
What the fuck are you doing there, Alucard?
Alucard.
Oh no! Why is Alucard losing?
To make the
that's against
characters
natural
even more
nature.
horny.
Chapter 8. The Trouble with Angles. In order to get angle Y, you must first calculate... Wait, no, sorry. Wrong Trouble with Angles. I think I got that from a math textbook. Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure she struggles with math as well as writing.
Inuyasha and Reicheru were taking the train to the place where was hiding. Shippo and Rin were cuddling on the back sheet like hormonal teenagers.
It's not his first language, I think.
The tracks on the train screeched on the metal train tracks. It was a dark, powerful day. The clouds loomed with a hint of everlasting doom and hate. There was a sharp pain in Reicheru's luscious chest. Something doesn't feel right, she said. I can feel darkness inside the soul of one of us. Don't be silly, Rei-kun. Nobody here is going to hurt us. We're all okay, so don't worry. I love you. That's all you need. Inuyasha put his muscular, sexy arm around Reicheru.
Wow.
Thank you for being here, Inuyasha-kun. The baby needs his daddy around, and you're his daddy. Don't leave us, okay? Nya. She grabbed at his waist. She felt close to the earth. The train stopped, and the people started screaming in terror. Blood splayed onto the seats, and Rin. What the hell? She screamed. Who the hell is doing this? Gunshots was heard at the end of the train and slowly moving up to where the group was. Alucard blew at Reicheru, but she slapped it out of the way. You're not the only demon here, Alucard. Reicheru stood up and glared him down. Your beauty will not stop me from killing you. I have personal orders from Sesshomaru to do away with your sorry ass. He held up a double-barreled gun at her face. Oh, fuck you, she screamed. I'll kill you in an instant. Yeah, on! Don't do it! You're You're Gregnant!
Continuing the obvious trend of no one knowing how to spell pregnant.
Greg was in the story.
This is reminding me. What was it?
Inuyasha held her tight as if it were never let go of her again. You can't die! Let me do it! He got on his knees and howled into the air. My sister is going to come, and she will kick your... my sister is going to come, and she's going to kick your ass. He howled again. Oh, is this Inuyasha speaking? My sister's gonna come and she's gonna kick your ass. He howled again until the blood streamed from his eyes. The skies grew gray and the stars sparkled. She came riding in on a white wolf and hoped into the train with her short brown hair. It was Princess Mononoke. Her English name is Mary Laceheart.
What?
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 Is that like a different character? Wait a minute. Is Mary Laceheart like a different character?
Mary Laceheart. Hold on, I'll look that up.
I'll just Google it.
That was fast.
Yeah, no, I have no idea who that is. I guess that's just a random name they gave her.
That doesn't even sound like Mononoke.
It probably OC or something.
Brother,
like that.
you called! She ran over to Inuyasha. Yes, Mary, you must kill this man, Alucard. He's trying to kill us, especially Reicheru, who's pregnant with my baby. I will never let that happen. She took out a spear and the wolf snarled. Human, you will die. No, don't kill him! Reicheru put herself between the two. I don't want him to die. Why not? Mary snapped. Because he's my cousin! We're both vampire demons! We have the same mother!
I'm dead. I'm not.
Wait!
Alucard just
Why are you cousins? You're half siblings!
no. It's like Alucard is like, wait, save Martha, and she's like, Martha?
Why did you say that name? Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. This is pain. Trying to be nice to your older cousin. A little bit of a family niceness. How stupid. I'm going to blow your sorry asshole. That does not mean what you think it means. Alucard cursed and hissed.
Blow your...
We don't have to do this, Alu-chan. Just because you work for Sesshomaru doesn't mean you have to kill me. You used to love me. You used to love Yuki, too. Where is she? I don't care about our family relations anymore, and Yuki is all fucked up and asleep. I did her a lot, and now she's in too much pain to fight, he smiled. Not so fast! Yuki suddenly came bursting through the window and jumped, kicking him with Mary. You asshole! You don't have sex very well anyway, but thanks for the ride! She used her angle wings to slap him off the cliff the train was riding next to. It was very badass. Macy Laceheart giggled with delight. Yuki flipped her white hair and smiled. Oh, I love to see them scream, Mary smiled. On the floor, Reicheru was feasting on the dead bodies? She was sucking the blood out of them, enough for two. Being pregnant makes her very hungry all the time. The baby needs to feed, Rei said. Damn my cousin. He should have never tried to mess with me. Reicheru, we got a problem. Yuki sounded scared. It's Korra. She's not who we think she is. Oh no, that's definitely Korra. She can bend fire, water, earth, air, and light. No. That's not what I mean. Korra is working with Sesshomaru. She's under his control. She tortured me. Reicheru got mad. No, she wouldn't do that. She is the one that kidnapped me, Rei-kun. She's the one that killed Joken. We need to get rid of her. She looked as beautiful as she cried tears of sorrow.
Floor is bitterness, Peter.
Reicheru screamed.
Oh god.
Wait, hold on.
No, that's
The
impossible.
what? Nice. I guess we're now here.
So why is there like a white only groping a black person? I think.
That's supposed to be Korra!
That's Sesshomaru
Oh, Lord.
and Korra.
I watched this 10 seconds before I saw this image back.
Curse it back to the depths of hell. Where
Better
it
than
belongs.
just, you want to know what's better than bad fan art? Bad not safe for work fan art.
You know what's better than bad
Oh,
not safe for work
yeah.
fan art? Bad not safe for work
I mean,
fan art
at
in a
least-
bad fan
At least you
fiction.
can pass bad fan art.
I mean, Korra can't be evil, right? She can bend air, fire, water, earth, fucking magnets. How do they work?
And
I give
light.
this about a 1.5 on the
Don't
fact.
forget about spirit energy and that one time she shot a laser out of her chest, I
which
think.
apparently is light.
Okay.
Alright.
Continue.
Yes, please,
she could've
Twilight,
Shut the
take it
fuck
away.
up.
Chapter 9. Hentai! Sesshomaru X Korra. Sirs,
Metamorphosis.
violent hentai warning peels. Exclamation marks.
Did a 6-year-old write this?
Or like someone with the mentality of a 6-year-old.
I need more views, please. Heart emoji. Pass this around, sad face. The only people who have commented on my story are some stuck-up bitches on fanfiction. The men will find the second sex scene especially sexy. Meow.
Oh,
Yeah, we won't.
The reign of love.
Sean!
Sesshomaru and Korra were having a ball.
Did you put
They were
these names
drinking
into a
wine and
generator?
looking into each other's eyes. They were deeply in love, and Korra was his dirty bitch mistress. She was wearing a tight leather outfit with her breasts peeking out of it. Her hair was tied back, and she spoke in a deep voice.
Wait, what?
She was picking grapes off of a grapevine, and feeding it to him. What would you like, master? She smiled at him and kissed him on his dick, and he howled in
What?
delight. I am here to serve you and give you anything you want. I want you to open your silky mocha thighs, bitch. He whispered.
Oh,
What the
God.
fuck is happening? Why? Why are we doing this?
It's called sex. Haven't you heard of it? Korra is going to show us some melon.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a no.
What a mistake.
All right, please, Twilight.
Yes, master, she said and opened her leg. He was about to stick it in her when she slapped his cock out of the way. You serve me! She pinned him down. Korra used her earthbending
Correct.
powers to bend a rock into a dildo. You're such a bad boy, she said as she started butt-fucking him with the rock dildo.
Wait, what?
Oh god, no!
Oh my-
Sesshomaru screamed as his ass bled like diarrhea.
Ah!
Angry video game nerd take over the writing here?
I don't know.
Very
Please just continue so we can get past
At least
this.
be funny.
No means yes. I know this cause you do it all the time. Korra smiled and continued to screw him. She put her shapely ass on the other end of the dildo and started doing herself while on top of Sesshomaru. Once she gave him an orgasm through the ass, she rolled him over to suck on his dick. Now you're being obedient, he said. He smiled and rubbed her boobs. He took out he took his dick out of her mouth and stuck it between her titties. Oh yes, I love this. Your breasts are so lovely. His eyes rolled into the back of his head and he laughed with pleasure. Sesshomaru-kun, I want it in my pussy. Could you please do that? Please? She whimpered.
No.
Just no.
I've got a better idea. Sesshomaru ripped off all his clothes and turned into a dog demon.
Oh no.
Smile dog.
Talk about downward dog.
He mounted her like a dog and did her doggy style. While he did her, he bit her on the neck. Oh yes, I think I'm going to come, Korra screeched. Me too, Sesshomaru smiled. They pushed and pulled. Oh God! Exclamation marks.
God!
Korra gasped. He came right in her. His juices were dripping out of her. That was fantastic. Korra and Sesshomaru cuddled.
What?
Sesshomaru, do you really love me? She looked into his eyes in search of an answer of love. They twinkled. Of course I do. But he was lying. He only wanted her for sex and war. She didn't know, though. He would never tell her in fear of her leaving. I've loved you the most, ever! But you made love to Kagome, too. Fuck Kagome, I love you. But her breasts are bigger and nicer than your... I mean, yours are so much better, is what I mean. No! Korra got mad. That little bitch, I'm going to kick her ass! She stormed out of the room with the rock dildo. Sesshomaru put out his arm. Wait, Korra! Korra stormed into the dungeon where Kagome was. You little bitch! I'm going to fuck you up big time! Kagome was all helplessly changed up in bondage. What are you going to do to me? Inuyasha! Inuyasha wasn't going to help you now, tard! He's knocked up his friend and doesn't give a damn about you. He has? Tears calming out of her heart rolled down her cheeks. Kagome cried and mourned over the loss of her lover. Stop that! Korra slammed in her face with the bloody dildo. I'm going to shove this in you and tear you to shreds! Korra stuck the dildo inside Kagome and smashed it into her uterus. No, that hurts! Kagome cried ever more. Blood was coming out of her eyes. Korra thrust it so deep into her that it tore through her uterus and she bled all over. Since Kagome is a vampire, she can't die, and so she lived on. Korra kissed Kagome on the mouth. There you go, bitch. Enjoy your damn orgasm. She walked out of the room.
All right, I need to redirect everyone to the author's note.
Nothing wrong.
All right, well,
I wish
I'm
Raymond
going
could
to
have read that.
I'm going to remind everyone that at the beginning of this, she said, the people who have completely... So the men will find the second sex scene especially sexy. Was this person being like...
Was she joking?
Was she joking? Was she lying? Or did she genuinely think that this was somehow sexy? The idea of, like, violent, bloody, vaginal penetration. Oh my god, 10th chapter. Thanks to my viewers who have made it this far. I guess, exponential symbol. Why won't anyone comment, though? Come on, guys! This is a chapter during school life for Reicheru. Okay. Chapter 10. What? School of the Demon's Reign.
Demon,
it was
like
bright
Damon
out,
or
and
Demon?
there were clouds in the sky at Akuma no Uta High School. The day almost seemed perfect to anyone in experience, but Reicheru knew better. It was really awkward back at school with Denmark. Reicheru, Inuyasha, and the others had failed to find Sesshomaru's secret cave, so she had to go back to school as normal. Today, there was a singing contest and everyone was nervous. A lot of people would join and a lot of people would lose. Reicheru, Yuki, and Mina were shitting at the lunch table, eating their lunches.
Dang.
Hold on.
That's some bad lunch, some cafeteria food right there.
Hey, that must be some hell of a...
Hey, Ray-chan!
It's not at my McDonald's.
Hey, Ray-chan! Mina exclaimed. I hear you're going out with Denmark, but you cheated on them with Inuyasha. Yeah, I kind of want to avoid them both at school today, Ray-chan said, stirring her mashed potatoes. Inuyasha can visit his baby after I've had it. Wow, okay. Yuki put her hand on Ray's shoulder. It'll be okay, Ray. Oh. It'll be okay, Ray-kun. Denmark will come to his senses and realize he loves you, even though you have may bear the child of Inuyasha.
Wow, what a cuckold.
Yeah.
It's his child.
Yeah, I hope he learns to understand me. I want things to go back to the way they were before Inuyasha ruined it. Ray felt a little darkness loom in her heart. She knew she couldn't keep on this happy face. Hey, Ray-chan, you should go to the singing contest. You have a beautiful voice, you know. You can sing. I can see you winning. Mina held up her finger up and said happily, I couldn't do that. Ray turned away as she began to silently cry tears of sadness over the whole situation. Don't be modest. You have the voice of an angel, Mina cheered. Yeah, that's right. You have a better voice than me, and I'm an angel. Yuki smiled. Ray rested her hand on her belly. She could feel the baby move. Some girl was walking by when she tripped, and her tray of food landed all over Reicheru. Through the spaghetti and mashed potatoes, a weird fucking combination of food, frankly, Ray could see who it was. It was Lucy. Hey!
Wait, Lucy
Reicheru
Hartfeld?
screamed.
Heartfilia or from Elfin Lead? Or another Lucy that no one
What?
cares about.
What?
Peanuts Lucy.
Where you're going, you red-haired bimbo? What?
Yeah,
Lucy is...
Peanuts Lucy.
Which Lucy?
Lucy from
Peanuts.
Elfin Lead is pink hair. Lucy Ophelia is blonde hair. What other Lucy is there?
What Lucy is there with red hair?
I love Lucy.
Say it if you know it. Whatever your name is.
To be honest,
Raven.
I'm not very sorry. Lucy graciously picked up the tray. You don't want to mess with me, Ray. I'm a bloodbender, too, and a better one than you, and I can use my horns to ram you like a ball if I want. Yeah, but you lost your powers, Reicheru smirked. Who is this lady? You can't use your fancy invisible hands anymore. Oh, it is Elfin Lead. Okay. She has pink hair, doesn't she?
So is this writer author colorblind as well?
Probably. I mean, the author of Minor Life is colorblind. She thought that frickin' Malon had reddish blonde hair, like instead of just straight red hair. You can't use your fancy invisible hands anymore. Not after what I did to you. Lucy threw her tray down. I don't want to talk about that, so shut up. Lucy ran away crying, her red hair flowing in the wind like silky blood. Ray, what did you do to her? Mina looked surprised. She bit her and turned her into a vampire, after seducing her, of course, Yuki continued. Now that she's undead, she can't use her four-armed souls to kill people. Life really sucks for her now. No way, Ray! Is this true? Mina gasped. Yeah. Reicheru pulled the spaghetti off her pregnant belly. She had it coming to her. Everyone wants her dead anyway. Okay, damn, hardcore. The bell rang, and it was time to go to class. The teacher was waiting at the chalkboard. As the students flooded in like a pool of blood. They all sat down and waited. Do you mean that it took them a long time because blood is actually pretty thick and doesn't really roll that well down locations? Anyway, they all sat down and waited. Good morning, class, the teacher said. I see we have a full room today. No one's sick. He chuckled and smiled. He couldn't happen to help but notice Ray, Yuki, and Mina in their tight school uniforms. He was mainly focused on Reicheru's nice curvy body. Her cute little cat ears perked up when he spoke to her. All right, Ray.
No.
Tell me, what 4 times x minus 9 divided by 3 is in your head? Reicheru thought for a mere 5 seconds. Negative leaf. He smiled. Well, talent and looks, I'm glad to have someone like you in my class, Ray-chan. She blushed. Oh, thank you, sensei. Have you thought about joining the singing contest? I couldn't help but hear your singing in the girls' bathroom on the way to classroom and found it sounded beautiful.
What the
Oh no, I don't think I'll be doing that. Ray tried to hide her face in her collar. You don't have a choice, Ray, Mina smiled. Why? She took out a special pencil and cutely nibbled on it. 'Cause I signed you up. Alright, how many people actually nibble on pencils? I have to ask this question. Pens, I can see.
Used to.
I've met like 2 people.
Like the metal eraser cap? The metal eraser cap? I used to do that a lot.
God, I'm cringing now. Oh, Christ. Change the topic. Oh, there. There. Cringy title art that actually doesn't look half bad, actually. That edit's pretty good.
Nail art.
Alright, chapter 11.
Oh, she's wearing a uniform. I never noticed.
Listen, if you guys are too immature to handle the sexy parts of my story, you should just not read it, okay? You guys commenting on chapter 9 should stop pointing fingers at me and telling me there's something wrong with me. I write bad and those other things.
What?
He thinks.
What?
Chapter 11. A beautiful voice lost in the rain. Sensei laughed really hard. Good going, Mina. You should join the contest too. Do any of you ever sing in the shower? They all looked at each other and said, yeah, sometimes we do. Even with each other, Reicheru laughed jokingly. Ha ha, that's cute, he smiled. Alright then, class, but Reicheru has to go practice singing when we finish the rest of our math class. Good luck, Rei-kun. Thank you, Sensei-sama. She left the room excited. I hope I can do this, she thought to herself. I can't believe that Mina-chan signed me up. That crazy hoe. She chuckled to herself because she wasn't being serious. You're not going to win that contest, Reicheru. I can bloodbend and will force you to sing something shitty. It was Lucy again. Oh, back off, you tough-ass bitch. Reicheru starred down her like two cowboys in the Old West getting ready to fight each other to the death. You still got spaghetti on your pregnant parts. Lucy pointed at Reicheru's belly. You're such a whore and everyone knows it! You're wrong and blind. I don't see things like other people do because you can't get a grip on your own reality. Because you're cruel to everyone. People love me. You're the only one they hate. You're the that everyone wants to stay away from. And you know what? You're the whore. I know about all the people you've slept with. Don't think that's when I see Germany and Bolin, I don't see you on top of them wallering like a walrus in heat. It's sick. That hurts! Tears of pain and shame poured from the inside of her body through her eyes. She didn't want to remember her bad past. You stupid bitch! She walked away defeated. She was no match for Reicheru and her strong words of passion and truth. You can't beat me. I have a heart stronger than anyone's will to eat.
What kind of statement is that?
I have no idea.
A dumb one.
Reicheru was sitting at the library reading a book and practicing singing. She could feel the baby inside of her growing stronger and getting bigger. Daddy, she said to herself, why are you so cruel to me? All I ever did was love you and want to be your daughter, and then when my cat demon killed Mom, you didn't love me anymore. I never did anything wrong. Now I live every day bloody and ashamed of my parts that I can't control themselves. The parts that need to come out and live. My she-wolf, the things that live deep inside of me. Why don't you love me, Daddy? Why don't you love me? It was like the world fell on its head and she was transported back in time. There she was sitting there with her father as a little girl. You stupid asshole. He was shitting on her intensely onto the floor. Blood was on her face and she couldn't get up. No, I don't want to remember, she cried. It was the singing contest and everyone was sitting and waiting for the performers to perform. Students and teachers were sitting in the crows waiting for the contest to begin. It began. The bunch of students sang songs like Firework, Stupid Boy, and maybe even some Lil Wayne from the guys at school who like to rap a lot. None of them were anything
Don't they
too
dare
special,
mention
though.
Lil Wayne in this.
I actually
did I
think
just hear?
Lil Wayne fits perfectly in this.
Media, you shut your dumb motherfucking mouth up right now.
Anything we've seen up until this point.
The next performer is Reicheru Ketsuekineko-oni, the announcer said. Reicheru shyly got up onto the stage and held her mic. Hi, everyone. I wasn't deliberately trying to sing today, but my friend put me into this contest, so here I am. People laughed. I just want to say Her eyes went off into the distance, and she saw her father hitting her like a plastic ball that children play with again. The crowds of people looked worried and scared for her, and they didn't know what to do. No, Daddy! No! Stop! I didn't mean to kill her! Daddy! Suddenly, a song from her heart came through her lungs in a melodic tone.
And everyone on his head in a erection.
Oh, my trauma will give me the power to sing.
My trauma gives me super strength.
Why didn't they do this with Yang?
Because they're not that smart.
Like, what would
You
happen
don't
if
notice,
Ruby
I
was
legit almost died from lack of
This
air
what would
earlier.
happen if Ruby was a musical.
If Ruby was a musical, that would be...
That would be
Just,
Yang
I'll be-
singing. My trauma gives me strength.
She sang Jar of Hearts by Christina Perry. Everyone gaped at her intensely. She was so beautiful and in a trance, her voice like that of an angel singing in the heavens. Tears still came out of her eyes, but she kept singing. It was so beautiful and heartbreaking. The song finished, and everyone clapped and gave her a standing ovation.
Ovation.
Thank you! She blushed. I think we know who the E-wiener is. Reicheru
You wiener. I'm me wiener. Baby, look at me. I'm me wiener.
Reicheru Ketsuekineko-oni. Splash! Blood oozed out of Reicheru because Lucy bloodbended her. So goodbye to your baby, Reicheru.
Oh,
I just gave you an abortion with my mind, Lucy smirked. Blood covered
wow, we didn't even meet the
Reicheru's
coat hanger.
hands, and she tried to wipe it away off her uniform. You bitch! No!
Well, the next chapter is going to be sex.
That's a pretty specific superpower.
I
wonder
did
how
not-
often she gets to use it.
When I decided to start reading this today, I did not expect psychic abortion, but here we are.
that's a great band name.
That's like what
Psychic
Lucy
Abortion.
does.
Yeah, that does sound like a good metal
She-
band name.
She just has invisible vectors. It's not even telekinesis.
That's her semblance. She calls it Planned Parenthood.
Okay, that was fun.
All right, here we go. Chapter 12.
Next.
A gift in disguise. It was truly shocking when Lucy had performed the bloodbending technique on Reicheru. She fell to the ground, her hair fluttering in the wind like a dying bird who was shot and falling to the ground. The gorned, okay. Oh God, she thought, is this the end? Will I die now? Will my baby die? Her head hit the stage ground, and everyone could hear the gentle Ha! Lucy screamed to the point and pointed at her. Take that! You thought you could talk shit to me and get away with it? But you shouldn't play with fire. You shouldn't play with fire if you can't handle it. She smirked. Someone needs to take her home, Inuyasha screamed. Take her to a fucking hospital. I will. Denmark stepped up and held her in his arm. I'm taking her home with me, where she belongs, even though she's your baby. He glared at Inuyasha. Dick.
Seriously,
he sneered.
guys, now's not the time.
Well, that was not the time to have a dick measuring contest.
As he walked her home, he could see how beautiful she was. Her hair covering her cute petite face, her turquoise highlight over her eyes, that slight smile upon her rosy red lips, the way her school uniform hugged the curves of her body, and how her head bobbed up
She's
and down.
bleeding to death.
Yeah, it was magical to him. She's also covered in her own blood. Please.
Did he just call her his baby 10 seconds after she got a psychic abortion?
Yep.
What a tool.
Yeah. He remembered how much he loved her and what he has been missing this whole time. It didn't matter anymore that Inuyasha savaged her and plumped her up. It was the same girl he had known and loved this whole time, and he let it all go. I love you, Reicheru. He spoke softly, like a quiet murmur that wasn't meant to be heard. Like Mayek, she opened her eyes and smiled. I love you too, Denny-kun. He cried and held her tighter. I'm so happy you're back to exactly the way you were. I missed those days. I did too, she smiled. Remember, people, if someone isn't happy with you, you shouldn't have any kind of growth or personal change. Mind you, you also shouldn't cheat on your boyfriend of several years. Just because, one guy is uncontrollably horny.
Semantics.
Is this the basis for Bumblebee? Yes. They were at home, and Reicheru was laying in bed. Cora walked in through the door and sat down next to her with a gift box. Konnichiwa, Rei-chan. Stop it! Stop act-liking my friend! Reicheru bitch slapped Sora on the face. I know that you are with Sesshomaru, trying to destroy us and having tons of fun with him. Because that's the problem. Reicheru. Cora's face turned down as she began to cry. There was a deep pain in her heart where her feelings were hurt. You don't understand. I can't control myself. What the fuck do you mean you can't control yourself? Actually, this is pretty accurate to Korra. You killed someone and you've been lying to us this whole time. Reicheru slapped down on her food tray and went flying into Korra's face. Hey, watch out. She brushed the rice out of her ponytail. I've got something to tell you. It's really important. Fine, what is it? Reicheru crossed her arms like a mad little boy with his parents. Her eyes burned with fire and anger. The sun beamed in them. She stopped and breathed. I'm part demon too. I'm like you, Reicheru. And I'm like Yuki. I'm part angel, and I'm part demon. When my demon side comes out, I forget who I am, and I do things I wouldn't do. So you mean that when you're with Sesshomaru, you don't remember, and that your bad side is controlling you? That's right, Korra smiled. Thank God you understand. It's not a matter of understand, it's a matter of loyalty. What? What? Okay. I understand.
Okay.
Korra nodded. When I'm an angel, I'm really good, but when I'm a demon, I'm really bad. So bad it hurts. I wake up and I'm angry with myself. I wish I could help you, Korra. Reicheru hesitated. You can, Reicheru. Do what you were born to do. Destroy Sesshomaru and all even. Hey, I'm really sorry about the confusion. I'm going to take you out for dinner sometime, Kay? We owns a traditional Mexican restaurant.
Why Mexican?
Opposed to those modern Mexican restaurants.
Oh God, it gets better. Reicheru laughed. My dad hates Mexicans. He never took me to Mexican restaurants.
Yeah,
What kind of...
My sides.
When I first heard Mexican restaurant, like, now they're trying to destroy your brain.
He sounds like a
but
dick.
They're trying to destroy your bowels.
He sounds like a dick.
Taking our jobs.
He'd probably kill you if he had the chance. Reicheru smiled and shrugged. Sounds great. I'll come and eat with you at your restaurant sometime. Soon. Bye. Goodbye. Korra smiled and gave Rei a big hug. Twilight, I need some clarification here. Is this not... How do we know this isn't some kind of horrific parody?
No, your guess is as good as mine.
Probably because of, like, there was so much work done to this thing. There was an anime that was made out of it, and she made a game out of it.
Wait, what?
And then one day she just fucking disappeared.
Hey, Raymond, I think I know your next gaming stream.
And, apparently, at least according to the Tropes Wiki, she was actually listening to people and starting to get better by the time she quit the story. Chapter 13. Wowzy! I got people following me. Smiley face. Thanks for all the supporters. Let haters hate. I'll never give up. Neon! Chapter 13,
Meow.
Shower of Rain. Reicheru, why are you getting dressed? Oh, that was Denmark. Reicheru, why are you getting dressed? Denmark asked. He had just come out of the shower and was wearing a white backrobe. He looked at her real hard and smiled. I'm going out with a friend, a girls' night out type thing, you know. Only for girls. She smirked at him. I know what you're thinking. You think that when girls have sleepovers or go out to dinner, they end up making out. He giggled. Sometimes. I can't help it. It's a fantasy. A guy thing. Yeah, whatever.
As the resident lesbian fan here, I'm going to confirm that I do not think this with every single girl going out with their friends. Like that's not how it works.
That's really setting the bar really low there,
Raymond.
Raymond.
Yeah, whatever. I know all about your guy thing. She laughed and she put on her black silk kimono. She has her hair tied up in a red ribbon, just like she does for the Yakuza. A red obi and with neon butterflies on it.
Oh, I forgot the Yakuza was involved.
What? How could you forget the Yakuza?
I'm starting to think that Denmark is secretly high-powered.
I'll be at Cora's Mexican restaurant, okay? If you need me, I'll be there.
What is that
Don't
name
eat
fit?
anything too spicy, Ray. I don't want you to burn the baby. He laughed at his own joke. It was kind of stupid. But that's...
Isn't the baby dead?
Yeah, there was the whole abortion thing.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Reverse.
Plot armor.
It's too strong.
It got vored back up there.
Oh!
Oh god.
Shit.
Why? Just why would you do that to me? Hey, that's a real interesting thing you got there. Next time, keep it to yourself.
Hey, it's not my fault. It's the story.
Good explanation.
Please continue.
But that's what she loved about him. Okay, baby, I love you. She kissed him very passionately. And I always will. Bye! She walked out the door with the end parts of the bow on her obi flowing in the wind. She was stunning. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my composure. She arrived at the Mexican restaurant. It was called Les Tacos, aka Them Tacos. Very hip and vibey.
It goes lesbian.
Less tacos?
Les Tacos.
Don't worry about it.
Cora was standing at the door bowing. Come on in, Ray. Yep, the Mexican
There
art of
is
bowing.
the Mexican art of bowing. That's a...
Come on in, Reicheru. She gushed. Ovet Rand hugged her. Man, I missed ya. I'm glad to see you out of bed and healing well. Yeah, me too, she smiled. It was a fake smile. She still bared terrible thoughts that wanted to consume her and make her cry. But it was time for Mexican food, so she would think about that. So she couldn't think about that. "Okay, ladies, sit over here. Here's your menus," the waitress said. They sat down at a booth. Twinkle Magic was playing on the radio. "Thanks, Aya," Cora said. "It's nice to not be the one serving for once." She smiled, a bright, beaming smile like the sun. "It's really hard being Mexican," Cora sighed. "There's a lot of racist people around, and I get tired of it. Sometimes I just want to punch them." She giggled and smiled. "Don't worry," Reicheru stuck a nacho into her mouth.
Hold on, wait. Is Cora Mexican in this fic?
I guess so. I just assumed, like, after they introduced that she had a Mexican restaurant, I just assumed that she was in fact Mexican.
Legend of Cora, right. Cora, right?
Yes,
like the one from the the South Pole,
the Southern Water Tribe. Yeah,
yeah.
Does the author just think that because she's brown, she's Mexican?
Yes.
Apparently.
Okay. Thanks for clarifying.
We're literally dealing with someone who has the vernacular and vocabulary of a grade school student who's just learning what creative writing is. I think it's safe to say if this person looks at anyone slightly caramel colored, they must think, "Oh, you gotta be Mexican."
"Don't worry," Reicheru stuck a nacho into her mouth. "I'll beat the shit out of anyone that messes with you." "Aha!" Cora took Ray's hands. "You shouldn't be doing that. You have a baby on board your tummy." "Ah, fuck the baby. I forgot about that. I suppose that means I shouldn't have any fancy drinks tonight." "No, silly," Cora smiled and shook her head. "Shut up, you Mexican," one of the guys from the booth next to them said. "Shut up, dickface, or I'll stuff your sorry ass full of nachos." Reicheru's eyes turned red and her cat demon nearly came out. "That's enough, Ray-chan," Cora sweated. "Sir, mind your own business." "You mind yours, bitch," he growled. "You!" Reicheru stood up and Cora made her sit down. "Just ignore him, Reichi." Cora spoke softly like a breeze. They sat at the table waiting for their order. Cora got a Coke and Reicheru had her first bubble tea. "Wow, what's in this? Whenever I suck on it, I get these squishy balls in my throat. I nearly choked."
Oh God.
Oh,
she nearly chocked.
An unfortunate
for the record.
sentence.
I thought the hentai chapter was over.
"That's tapioca, Reichi. Squishy tapioca balls. Aren't they good?" She smiled. "You know, it's funny. I'm half angel and half demon. You're half demon and Yuki's half angel. Do you think we're related?" Reicheru stopped sucking. "I don't know, Ko-chan." That's a weird thing to think, hee hee. Yeah, she blushed. You're right. Suddenly, Reicheru felt a terrible ping in her stomach. Oh God, she said. It really hurts. God, what's happening? I'm using my angelic powers. I can sense you're giving birth. What? Here?
Wait, what?
Reicheru screamed. Someone help us! Cora cried. Shut up, Mexican! A rude man said. Cora was flustered. Fuck! We're in this on our own. Get red and spread your legs, Ray. I'm doing
We'll take her to a
this!
hospital.
In the middle of a Mexican restaurant.
In the middle of a Mexican restaurant that Cora owns, she can't find someone to get help. She's giving birth after what, like a week and a half after having banged in. I don't know what the timeline is.
Avatar
here.
logic. Avatar logic, where she's useful.
Where's
she's
Kagome?
not useful, dead, hopefully.
She's still being torture raped by Sashomaru.
They just forgot about that.
Yeah.
Why is there green-haired uselessness for the cover art of chapter 14?
Because that's totally Reicheru, but like just an edit version.
Oh, so she's useless.
I mean, it's not the worst edit in the world. It's painfully obviously, but like, I mean, come on, credit there.
Well, it's painfully obvious, but it's still useless.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry for the long wait. I got writing spur, and I might write a few more chapters tonight. Chapter 14. Born an Agle.
Born an Agle?
We're born in an Agle.
We are born to be ogled.
Cora-chan, it hurts. It really hurts. Reicheru closed her eyes tightly. It seemed like it would take an eternity. She had been dilating for a good 2 hours, and her whole body felt like giving in. Giving in to what? Rei-chan, I can see it. It's beautiful. Don't give up now.
Nope, bye-bye.
Cora screamed and held onto the baby. Believe me, Cora, I can't, not now. She cried and her eyes bleed out. The pain throbbed through her temples and her legs. Screams and pain could be heard throughout the entire restaurant. People had stopped eating and was watching intently. Some people threw up. Wonderful. Great detail. Get some fucking help. Reicheru pushed as hard as she could, and Cora encouraged her through the whole thing. The baby's head came out first, and then Cora pulled her out. Reicheru, Cora said, it's a bright crimson light shone from the baby, and the lights went out. Floating in the air was a child naked, was a young naked girl with long green hair. She had a kind face and a beautiful smile. Her cheeks were rosy and her eyes twinkled. She had brown furry ears coming out of her head and 2 twigs on her back.
Oh, hair color.
Okay, son, spoke the little girl. I am Elaine, your daughter. This is my true form. Thank you for carrying me all this time of 1 week. A part of me lie hidden in you and in Inuyasha. When you two came together, you made me. For thousands of years, I have lied dormant, and now to conquer Earth. I mean, within people waiting for the perfect match to find each other.
That would have been awesome. After 10,000 years, it's time to conquer Earth.
Does that mean I should marry Inuyasha? Reicheru said. Her golden eyes sparkled and a tear fell off her face. Okay, son. I can't tell you any more about your life. You need to figure things out for yourself. I have created you, and in return you created me. Gee, what the fuck? Before I leave, I shall grant you 1 wish. I don't know what to wish for. Who are you? Her eyes burned. I am God. You are the mother of God. I will give you 1 piece of everlasting happiness. She looked to the ground, like as if staring at something intensely, trying to make up her mind. She could be selfish and ask for her father dead, or ask where Sesshomaru was hiding. Show me where Sesshomaru, the vampire lord, is. Her voice rang out into the stars. As you wish, Oka-san. Between Elaine, aka Tenshikuzu. You forgot the name of your own character and then had to go back and add it in when you remembered. And
he made it stupidly long.
There was a vision of the path to Sesshomaru's secret lair. The perfect time would be to go ashita. Okay, now you're bringing in the Japanese for tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Wait,
I
ashita?
see you, Reicheru.
No.
Yeah, ashita means tomorrow in Japanese.
I know.
Reicheru nodded. Sayonara, Tenshikuzu. Sayonara, Oka-san. Elaine disappeared into light. Cora and a bunch of other people regained consciousness. Whoa, what happened? She was scared and panicking. It's okay, Reicheru reassured. Hey, I think I'll order the duck. Why do they serve duck at a Mexican restaurant?
They serve like a live duck for you to train and fight in like the back alley.
No. It's not just that. You just give birth, and the first food you want is duck.
There's a guy in the background going, "Where's my goddamn guacamole?"
You see, the government in the city had a crackdown on all the cockfighting, so they started training combat ducks instead.
I think that broke me.
All getting broken today, Raymond.
No, it's a Mexican restaurant that never sells Mexican.
Like
It's a
they get
Mexican
everything. They
restaurant.
get Mexican restaurants wrong. I don't know.
Just this is.
And you know what makes it even worse? I think that line was stolen from something.
Probably, definitely, most likely, absolutely. Thing is, this is
Hey,
not
what if we
even-
order duck at Mexican Cora's restaurant? JK, unless.
Let's order.
What if we kissed in Cora's Mexican restaurant?
No, you don't understand. It's a Mexican duck.
It's a combat
Ducks you can only find in Mexico.
Man, this is a Mexican restaurant. Anything I wrote bad, I may actually be passable by comparison. Yeah, but to be fair, none of us will be this memorable.
No.
I am never going to forget Cora's Mexican restaurant that serves duck.
Mexican restaurant that serves a non-Mexican dish. Makes perfect logical sense.
Halfway mark to another 10 chapters. Neon! Chapter 15, School Days. Reicheru and Yuki were sitting under a sakura tree at school. It was warm and sunny out, and everything smelt of lavender. They were busy skipping class. Mr. Hanayubi, their teacher, didn't care. He knew girls needed time alone sometimes.
I don't care, I'm only making mention.
Then she flew up into the air in light, Yuki-chan gasped. Yeah, she just disappeared into the air and light. It was pretty amazing. I'm sad to see her go, though. I'm sure Inuyasha will be sad, too. Reicheru sighed and closed her eyes. How's Denmark taking this? He's all right with it. He wanted to see the baby. We were going to raise it together, but Tenchikuzu said that me and Inuyasha were the perfect match. I don't get it. It'll all come to you in time, Rei-chan. Believe in yourself. Yuki-chan put her hand on Reicheru's hand. You're right. I'm sure I'll do that. Buzz, buzz! Hey, my cell is ringing. Reicheru picked it up. Hello? Uh-huh. What? No way! I told her she couldn't watch Pokemon. Yuki sat up. What? What is it? You know why Mina-chan hasn't been at school today? She got amnesia watching Pokemon. The lights that flash that do something to your head. I told her she shouldn't watch it alone. That idiot! Yuki huffed. What's going to happen to her? Apparently she'll be coming later. We should talk to her and reintroduce her to everyone. Maybe it will jog her memory. Damn, I hope it does. Lunch will be sad without the Mina-chan we know and love. Yuki put her head on her hand. Later that day...
Sorry, I just need to point out, so Carcam's response is, how is Denmark taking this? Well, ever since the GDP fell, he's been kind of upset. I thought that was great.
Later that day, Mina-chan came in a white car and weakly walked out of it. She wobbled back and forth and tried to keep her balance on the hood of the car. Thanks for taking me to school, Hanate-san? Yes, Hanayubi-san. It was their teacher, and he was wearing dark sunglasses and a white shirt with a red tie. He got out of the car and led her to Yuki and Reicheru. I found her walking around my house talking about Pokemon. I decided to give her a ride. She said she didn't want to. She didn't want it, but I knew she really did. He smiled at her. Aren't you glad now? Yes. Domo arigato gozaimashita, Hanayubi-san. She bowed and walked over to Reicheru. Are you Misty? She pointed to Yuki. No, hun. Your memory was really been burnt out. Don't you remember who we are? Yuki put her hands on her hips. Alls I remember is the lights flashing and Pikachu screaming. Mina-chan put her hands on her head and cried immense tears. Reicheru put her hands out. Hey! It's okay! You're safe now! That's all just a bad dream, okay? Mr. Hanayubi took off the coat and put it on Mina's shoulder. Let me take you to the janitor's closet to dry your tears. Okay. Mina sniffed and was taken away. Wow, this isn't good. Reicheru's eyes grew big. How do you think we'll get her back to normal? Was she ever normal? Yuki asked. They laughed. Well, we should get going to class. I hope she does okay with assignments. Don't get your hopes up. Yuki looked suspiciously. Class had already begun when Reicheru and Yuki got there. Mr. Hanayubi and Mina were already in class. Sensei was talking at the front of the board. Okay, so class, he said, can you tell me what the Bay of Pigs is? Mina...
This went in some weird directions that I was not expecting
What did this
of a story like this.
The Pokemon seizure epidemic, the fucking Bay of Pigs invasion. I don't even.
Can someone make the domino meme where it's like JFK wanting to go to war in Vietnam and then like it ends in this?
Mexicora's Mexican restaurants.
Yes.
Floof, get on it. Get on it.
I'm already on it.
He pointed at her with his pen. She spoke quietly, more quietly than a timid little mouse. Is it when the pigs come to the bay? The whole class laughed at her. Her face turned red like blood with embarrassment. Her eyes became tiny, and the tears started to flow. No, I was joking. The Bay of Pigs is when it's a celebration of the Year of the Pigs. Everyone laughed again. No, Don't hurt yourself, Mina-chan, Mr. Hanayubi assured. You'll figure it out the next lesson. But I do know! She frantically looked around at everyone. I swear! Mina-chan ran out of the room, crying painful tears. You all need to shut the fuck up! Reicheru yelled. Immediately, everyone became quiet. Thank you. It was very quiet at lunchtime. Mina was still sad about her earlier troubles. I don't get it, she said. How did this happen? Don't think about it, okay? You're gonna be all right. We'll find a way to get your memory back. After all, I am the mother of God, Reicheru said.
Mother of God.
Or we'll find a way to correct you getting that one question wrong in that class because I'm Jesus.
You.
I should have left a long time ago.
You. What? What are you talking about? Mina's eyes grew wide with surprise. Heh, I'll have to explain it to you too. Reicheru closed her golden eyes. I hope to see Elaine again. You will, Yuki chimed in. Hey, Mina-chan, Mr. Hanayubi came over. Gomenasai about earlier today. You used to be a great student, and you still are, so I'm sure everything will work out. I've got a sweet treat for you. He was grabbing something in his pocket, and he took it out and gave it to her. It was a ball of mochi. I hope this cheers you up. Thank you. You're so sweet, she smiled. You're the best teacher that ever was. You care about your students more than other people do. Well, they don't call me the Mr. Flower Fingers for nothing, he smiled and walked away.
Why do they call you that?
Yeah, they're literal flowers.
Salad Finger's cousin.
I think I have an answer.
It's great to have friends like you around. Mina looked at Yuki and Reicheru. You're the only things that keep me going. We're happy to help, they said at the same time. Do you know how to get my memory back? Mina asked. Yuki put her fingers to her lips.
Well, I did hear of one way, but I don't think we should do it. We'll have to go to a vampire witch tryst to do it, too. I'm willing! Reicheru stood up. Anything for Mina's memory, Black! Me too! Mina also stood up. Or stood up also. Alright, then. I'll have to bring you to her, Yuki sighed. Who? Rei and Mina said at the same time. Luca Megarine, of course. Vocaloid.
Yeah. Okay.
This has been good so far, though.
Yeah, this has been a good pick. Oh my god.
Yo.
I wanna.
I'm so glad
someone
that I
end my-
remembered about Blood Raining Night.
Someone please end my suffering.
Well, I can't end your suffering, but I can end the recording.